Well, hello everybody. I'm the Goofy Geek and I'm here with another episode of building every single Pokemon in Minecraft. Today, I've got some big plans and wait till you see what I've got in store for you guys. So I've actually had a bit of a cold recently. Thankfully, I think I've finally beaten it. It's dark outside, so we're gonna fix that real quick. But yeah, I do hope that I sound okay. I really can't tell. I'm definitely feeling a lot better, which is great. So what are we doing today? Today, I've got some big plans. Because you see, in my quest to build every single Pokemon, I also have to keep playing the real Pokemon games because I do enjoy them. And one of the things that Pokemon added recently is another evolution for a Pokemon called Applin. Now, Applin, I think, is a really cool Pokemon. He looks like this, and he's based on a worm in an apple, and I just think that's funny. And in the DLC for the games, Applin got a new evolved form. He already evolved into Appleton and Applin, so now he can evolve into 3 different Pokemon, which is pretty cool. So cool, in fact, that I decided to make room for all 4 of them over here. You can see an empty spot over here, and over there, and a really big one over here, and all of my materials. And if you're wondering where the 4th one's gonna go, well, you'll see in a second. But yes, with those new Pokemon on the horizon, and me being, well, they're here now. Originally, I was gonna make this video before the thing came out, but again, being sick is unfortunate, especially when you do a lot of talking, like me. But I do have all the materials here to build maybe just one of them, or maybe I'm gonna build them all. Let's go! And here we have our little bushel of Pokemon. I went a little overboard. I definitely think that the 4 of them just look really good together, though. And I know that for like some of the Pokemon I've been building, I've been kind of, you know, not really leaving a lot of room for their base forms. Kind of like how Sliggoo is all the way in the swamp, and Gumi is somewhere over there. Not every Pokemon's going to get to be with its evolved forms, but for some reason, having a whole bushel of apple, or bushel of Applins, it just kind of felt right. So let me show them off individually. So this one here is Applin, and he's a little apple buddy. Well, technically, he's the worm inside of the apple, but you know, that's kind of how the Pokemon's designed. And that one was definitely probably my favorite to build just from the start. And I'm falling off everything. And I really like the way he looked. I like the little like fangs that are not fangs, and he's just a cute little fella. I'm not sure I'm sold on using the mud bricks for this part. Really, I'd like a green wall material, but Minecraft doesn't really have that. We also have then Appleton here, who's our big apple pie. This one probably took the longest in terms of just sheer design, but once I got him right, I realized it was worth the effort. Also, yes, this is an eye. He's kind of a freaky Pokemon, but yeah, that's usually how he goes, and that's how I prefer him, so I leave him with the eye thing bobs down. Also, I love his little apple hat. It's adorable. The pie crust was definitely a more difficult part to do, but I think that the wood kind of differentiates it enough from the sandstone that it looks kind of baked. I didn't do the whole wood shading thing because it would have taken way longer, but yeah, Appleton's kind of my favorite of the Applin evolutions, and I think that I did a pretty good job with it. In fact, he kind of set the scale for the other two. Now, for the other two, we have Flapple up here. Flapple, I love the design. I did not love building it. Oh my gosh. This guy, I don't know why, just it took forever to get quite right. Like, this body shape is weird. I feel like I can't see the inside of the tail in all the art, so I don't know if this is right or not. And I do think he came out really good, though. The idea is that he's like eating the inside of the apple. So I have a theory for when it comes to the apple line. Obviously, this is the worm in the apple. This one ate the apple and became pie. This one hollowed out the inside of the apple. And then Dipplin, the newer evolution to Applin, who's also a worm just kind of living in the apple, but apparently is two worms, which is kind of a neat thing. And in fact, on the back of Dipplin, you'll see this little dark spot because there's two holes, because there's two worms. I've always thought that was kind of neat. Well, always. It just came out. But yeah, I think that that's kind of a neat aspect to the Pokemon design. Obviously, the leaves have grown a bit here, so I did them with moss. I don't know why I did moss for Appleton. It looked better. But yeah, between the new caramel apple Pokemon, the hollowed out apple, the apple pie, the apple pie, and of course the base apple, I think the whole family looks really good. Now, there are rumors that Dipplin here can evolve, and as such, I've kind of left them with the biggest area around them to add stuff. And in the event that I decide to build Gigantamax forms, which, don't hold your breath. If you don't know what that is, basically some Pokemon can get real big, but only during combat. I don't know if I'm going to build all those. If I do, they'll probably go over here and be real tall and be in the background. But I'd rather put an evolution of Dip there. I'm not sure about the Gigantamax form, but honestly, I don't think it's necessary. I think that these guys, the way that they are, make a nice little family. But yeah, we have the little Applin Orchard here, and I love them. Now, you might notice that my pickaxe is a little different, as are my boots. I met my demise trying to light up Flapple. In the same way that I avoided a 1-2 punch with some... No, I didn't avoid it. I got killed by that too. Ugh. Okay. Can creepers stop attacking me in tandem, please? Because I'll get hit with a creeper and it'll explode. And this guy here lost a lot of throat. It was kind of a problem. But yeah, I got blown up. Went, ow. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. And before I could do anything, I turned around and got blown up again. I don't have any recording, unfortunately. I wish I had been recording that, but I was just lighting them up. I didn't think anything would happen like that. But I got over here, got all my stuff together, got killed by a skeleton. Got my stuff together again, but then I realized I was missing my other pickaxe and my boots. I don't remember if I had acrobatics before. I do like the idea of them being acrobatics, so I've done that. And of course, my helmet, with wings, and actually I think I lost a pair of wings because I have this one and I've got one over there, and I used to have 3. So either I lost them when I exploded, or I've misplaced them. So the fun thing with Dipplin is that he's a newer Pokemon that kind of got added on to this line, and he got added on during the most recent Pokemon DLC. So that's what's going on in the world of Pokemon, but there's been some exciting things happening in the world of Minecraft, specifically the mob boat. For those of you who don't know, Minecraft has a lot of animals in it, and they're gonna add another one. The big question is, are they adding a crab, a penguin, or an armadillo? I'll tell you right now, whatever gets voted on, I'll build one of those kinds of Pokemon in the game. But I kind of wanted to talk about my thoughts on them. So coming to the game soon, we have the potential to add the crab, which allows us to have access to a claw that'll extend our reach. I know that would definitely be useful. We have the armadillo, which would give wolf armor. So my little dog over there could have a little armor. But yeah, we could add an armadillo, and then the armadillo somehow gives us armor for dogs. So that should be fun. And then the other option is the penguin, which can somehow make a boat go faster. How does that work? No idea, but should be interesting to say the least. As for what I'm voting for, I'm torn. I don't care about the armadillo at all. I might be a little harsh, but I don't use my Minecraft dog, so he doesn't really need armor. What else? The claw is definitely the most useful item or utility that mobs are providing, but the penguin's probably the cutest, so it'll probably be one of those two. As for which one I think you should vote for, you should vote for whichever one you want to see. I'm excited to have any of them in the game, except for maybe the armadillo, which seems to be leading in every poll that I check, but that's fine. But yeah, so we're gonna get that soon, and that should be really fun. I'm gonna try to cover Minecraft Live when it comes out. I'm hoping that they're gonna put out some new interesting things that'll let me make more new interesting Pokemon. Like having these trees come out is the main reason I was able to build as cute of a Jigglypuff as I did. So I'm always excited for whatever Minecraft's got going on, and can't wait to see and I can't wait to see what Minecon has in store. So the next Pokemon I build will either be a crab, a penguin, or an armadillo. So Dipplin, maybe Ice Cube. I have a couple different crab options, and if it's an armadillo, I'm definitely building Sandshrew because I love Sandshrew. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. But I have not forgotten about what I'm building out here. This is where the Mega Farm's gonna go. I've been slowly gathering resources. Yeah, the sky changes colors depending on the biome. I didn't know that. So yeah, I've got resources being stocked up, and we're gonna build the Mega Clay Farm. I will say that I might take a little bit longer, though before I do that, I realized that one of the things I definitely need for this clay farm is honey blocks, which means I need to fix the bee farm. Yeah, I haven't really touched it since the last time I messed it up. Yep, there it is. My bee farm. But yeah, it's still just kind of a crazy mess in here. So I gotta clean this up and get it ready for that bee is loose, and that's not something that should be happening. But yeah, I'm gonna actually spend the rest of this episode fixing up this farm, and hopefully it won't look like a bunch of beeswax. So let me try and fix that right now. All right, you guys, so I fixed up the honey farm. As you can see, there's no longer a large maze of glass and honeycomb blocks blocking everything. It could still use a couple torches, And all those cells are actually kind of empty on top. Mostly because, honestly, I don't really need much more than this farm makes in terms of the beeswax. I will say that I do... Where'd all my honey bottles go? Where'd all my honey bottles go? I had some honey bottles on me. Oh, they're there. But yeah, the farm itself actually makes more beeswax than I actually need. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how much beeswax could I need? Well, I do want to make candles still to light up my Pokemon. And, that's a lot of candles. But this farm actually outpaces the string farm, so I don't have to add any more bees to the top. I might later, but probably not. As wait, where's all my beeswax? Oh right, it doesn't actually stay up here anymore. If you remember from before, the honeycomb farm is actually a two-part process. And you can see there, right there, I've made a hole in the bottom of Combi. I'm sure you're wondering, where does this hole go? That hole drops into that tiny little river that I'm about to crash into. That is lined up perfectly with this. This is a little water stream that goes underground and takes my, what do you call it? Takes all the honeycomb away. Now, where does that honeycomb go? Well, if you remember, we also have Spinnerack here. And he's not just for decoration. I mean, that part is. But down here, we have the spider farm. This is not the easiest. I don't know what I was thinking when I made this entrance. I mean, it kind of works once you get the hang of it. But getting the hang of it's the hard part. But yeah, as you can see here, I've got plenty. I don't know what happened to that trader. But I've got plenty of... Is it actually called beeswax? Honeycomb. I got plenty of honeycomb to tide me over for a bit. Oh, look at that. I got another couple bottles so I can keep making honey blocks. Now, I did AFK at this farm relatively recently, and I believe one of these... Yeah, there it is. All the honey blocks that I've been gathering. So that is well over the number that I need for my big project coming up. But yeah, I was able to turn the bottom layer of the honeycomb farm into a honey farm, and that's where I got the little bit of honey that I do have. So that way we can build the mega clay farm. But we're gonna save that for next time, as I'm out of time. This video has to go up tomorrow, and I still have to edit it. Also, don't forget, Minecon is not tomorrow, but the day after. And so I'm definitely going to be covering part of that, so keep an eye out for a video about what they reveal at Minecon Live. And if you guys enjoyed this video, maybe leave a like, maybe share, maybe subscribe. Oh wait, what am I doing? We have to go see Applin again. But yeah, Minecon Live is this weekend, so I'm looking very much forward to that. I will be covering it, so if you like listening to me talk, you'll get to listen to me talk some more. And, whoa, that's a Dipplin right in front of my face. Hello. How many of them can I get behind me like this? So yeah, so stay tuned, because I'll definitely be covering Minecon and whatever this mob vote ends up revealing. At which point I'm going to build one of the Pokemon from that too. Probably. Depending on how things go. But yes, we've built Appleton. We built Dipplin. We got Flapple up in the corner. And of course... Applin himself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe leave a like, maybe share, maybe subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!